I know these kind of videos aren't seen as good anymore, but I've wanted to create one of these commentary style videos for a long time. In fact, I have plans to make this a monthly upload to talk about things I feel need to be discussed. I'm not calling anyone out, but I don't want to conform to the norm that commentary YouTubers follow, such as creators that took that leafy style video and did their own thing with it. Rather, I want this to be a way to spark a conversation that can both help you guys watching this and help the community in general, as I think YouTube has a strong influence, and right now that influence is being abused. I know as a topic, this video seems like it's going to be dark, but I feel it's something we need to talk more about as content creators and viewers alike. I'm scared of what's going to happen to YouTube. I'm scared of what's going to happen to creators, and most of all, I'm scared of what's going to happen to the viewers, the people watching this at home, whether it's from a computer, cell phone, TV, or some other device. You're going to hear and see examples of what I'm referring to, and the topic I'm referring to here is the mental health issues that content creators deal with, and how it can affect their fan bases, or in some ways, how the fan bases can affect the content creator. This video won't be meant to create hate in any way towards anyone mentioned, but more so to shine light onto the situations YouTubers lately have dealt with and are dealing with. Before I start getting into examples, I want to say I love you guys, and please, if any of you are experiencing mental health issues, seek help. People care and love you, and thinking there's no problem can create even more of a problem sometimes. I hope by watching this video, you guys can both learn and help out of the community with what I'm covering here. And with that all said, let's begin. Etika is someone who lately has seen a lot of backlash for the things he said and done within live streams.
At mail2tour.com. What is Tourbox3 UIOT? What the fuck? There's a bunch of naked girls. Okay, there's a bunch of naked girls, a fuck ton of them. And yeah, they're slaves, all right. They're fucking slaves. How do they get them worldwide, though? How do you have a girl shipping? How much do these girls... Wait, who? Are these girls fucking doing this consensually? They said slave girl... 15 years old! Oh my god! Oh shit!
In his Twitter posts, and now on countless videos from YouTubers like Gooseboost who went in depth on his story. I won't go fully into detail on what has happened with Etika these past few weeks, but if you want to know more, I will link Goose's video on the subject, where he covers something close to what I'm doing here. For a quick backstory though, Etika was a YouTuber streamer known for doing crazy things. For me, the first time I found out who he was the clips people made of him going on the deep web live on his stream, going through the websites that contain child pornography, a private military hiring website, and websites to create fake IDs and passports. And though he was known for doing some shock factor actions to gain a crowd's attention, this isn't where the problems are. Starting a few weeks ago, Etika began acting out on Twitter again, posting racist and homophobic tweets, posting porn on his Twitter and YouTube, and saying things like how he was going to kill himself. This isn't the first time Etika has done something like this, as he's done it at least one other time from what I found, in which he had also began posting porn on his YouTube, and in both these situations his channel had gotten deleted. Etika was known for posting things about his private sex life as well, and posting quotes such as, "You will all burn under my flame," and "Let's begin." At first, fans thought this was a joke and egged it on. They acted like it was a game and continued to joke, meme, and push his behavior, making him think it was right to do what he was doing. Etika was live on Instagram when he had been arrested after a fan called the police saying he had a gun and was going to commit self-harm live in front of 10,000 viewers. This wasn't fully the case, but Etika treated the situation as a game by yelling outside his window at police entering his apartment and screaming for help from people walking by the building, just bystanders. He then answered the door of the cops in riot gear there to arrest him, and the stream was turned off. This whole time, you could see in chat people telling Etika to do things like run or making jokes. Etika was a massive figure on YouTube, and he fell off after this, having videos on videos being made of him and the things he's done. This is probably the most prominent example of what I want to cover in this video, as it shows that some content creators become what Etika became when they let their fan bases and mental problems take over. Etika's fans told him he was alright and there were no issues at all with what he was doing, and that wasn't the case at all. He was seeking attention because he thrives from it, negative or positive. It's the same mentality that a lot of content creators follow when in this type of situation. Although many haven't dealt with a situation as extreme as this one, they still fall into this kind of mindset. At the time of typing this, Etika is already back on YouTube, and his fans are already doing the same thing again by feeding these negative things that Etika is known for. I don't care if he stays on the platform, but what I do care about is his mental health and how his fans is treating his issues, as well as how all of his issues are affecting the entirety of YouTube as a whole. People are thinking his behavior was justified because it's something they've seen before coming from him, and I want people to see what happened here and see he does need some kind of help in any way he can get it. Not through his YouTube videos and getting unneeded attention, but by sitting down and accepting that something is wrong, and that he needs to talk to family and friends or even a therapist if he feels it's needed. Before I get into this section of the video, I'm not saying Alpha Gaming has a mental illness or anything close to that. Rather, I want to talk about some things he's talked about in a video he uploaded just over a month ago discussing the grind versus mental health on YouTube and Twitch. The reason I'm citing this video is because he brings up people sacrificing their own health to quote-unquote make it. Putting in hours of editing instead of sleeping, trying to record for hours if they do content like I do, or even sacrificing their own mental wellness. Most of you don't know, but I'm a victim of this as well. I've put so much time out of my day from sleeping, school, and other things to make videos, and it's becoming apparent the toll it's taking on me. Alpha would agree with me that this gets to be too much, and we have to constantly find ways to work around it, as he just had to with an incident. Because of medical issues, Alpha can't sit down for longer than 30 minutes, making it harder than ever for him to stream. He has to keep perfect posture at all times, and he can't sit any other way or it could have long-term medical effects on him. To fix this though, he set up his stream to work on his bed, allowing him to stream while laying down, and he did this because he has the same mindset that me and a lot of other content creators have. When we reach a certain point, and that's if we aren't recording, editing, and streaming, or working for the money to better our quality content, then someone else is. And this means that we feel we need to push ourselves to the point to where we lose ourselves in our stress and worries. I've lost friends and lovers to be here personally, and I haven't been there for family through certain events because of the stuff as well, and that fills you with so much remorse and you start becoming even more stressed. It's like a snowball effect. We push ourselves as content creators to do as much as we can, because if we don't do the most we can, we feel we aren't doing anything. Which is why when some YouTuber posts a tweet and it gets 2 likes, they hate what they're doing. Because we see other people doing so well for doing the same thing we do, but we don't get the love they do. We push ourselves harder than people 10 times our channel sizes sometimes too, because we have passion for what we do. And we give so much to that passion, but in the end, that passion and drive won't matter at all because the stress and anxiety kills it off. I'm worried viewers watching right now will follow in the footsteps like I had, but they won't be aware of the sacrifices they will have to make to do so. Just please be aware that you're going to be getting into with creating content or getting involved, how much it's going to take a toll on your body, mind, health, and your life as a whole. Because in the end, the only people who are going to succeed on YouTube are the ones who worked the hardest and gave up the most. YouTube has in fact been a blessing in my life. It's taught me how to be happy when I didn't have a way to feel happy other than music. It's introduced me to some of my closest friends and people who I consider to be my own family at times. Without it, I'd be alone, with no one to talk to and constantly being devoured by stress and anxiety. But YouTube is still a stressful experience, more stressful than most jobs I could imagine in fact. YouTube has given me so much happiness, but at a price. I have to constantly work more and more than I ever have, and I'm simultaneously so happy because I feel passion about something like I never have before, but it's taking a mental toll on me. I've been watching YouTube since I was only about 10 years old, 6 years ago to be exact, and I saw YouTubers through the years, starting from early Ray William Johnson to Jacksepticeye. Next came Leafy is here, and after that I watched Vanoss and H2O Delirious. Then came Muselk and Bazagaza, And after that, we currently have Fitz and Raccoon Eggs, as well as many others that will take too long to name. I dreamed of being like them, making content for people to enjoy so that maybe one day I can finally find that happiness they found in this career path. And even though I have found it through knowing I have an audience to create for, sometimes it just becomes too much for the creator. I'm giving this as a warning to anyone watching this. If you aren't willing to give everything you have to something that you work every day to one up your game and to make better, then YouTube isn't for you. I've learned that with the short time I've spent on this platform that the stress won't stop or go away, but rather make it worse as I continue my time on here. But that doesn't mean I should just give up. To those who are willing to go through the stress and lose sleep, to give every bit you have to be creator, to never let that stress overwhelm you. My personal tip is to stick to what you already know and love it with content. Create things you can be happy with creating, and after you got a foothold, start experimenting more and more. Don't listen to what other people tell you should be making, because as long as you're happy with it, that's all that matters. The more you shy away from what you have as a vision for your channel, the worse things get stress-wise, as the problems build up and eventually you will hit a breaking point no matter who you are. Don't be like other creators and letting their stress and mental issues take over their careers, or letting their egos inflate and mix with their emotions and their channels. So many creators have let this happen, and it's let their potential go straight down the drain because of it. Be the best content creator you can and use your influence to better the world as you see fit. But make sure you aren't going to mentally lose yourself because of this website like so many others have. YouTube can be a wonderful website. It's offered opportunities and chances no one thought possible before, and it's opened a doorway for the future of art, music, technology, and many more fields of art and science. This comes at a price for the people at the front of it though. The creators who sacrifice a lot of their time, money, and health towards this deal with a constant income of stress and worries. Those other ones though that come on here to gain attention and to spread a negative thought process or set of ideas through their channel and their content. The whole point of this video is to make sure at least some of you watching can understand both what some creators become like, what Etika became, and or deal with stress at unimaginable levels that then most deal with. YouTube has caused a lot of controversy, almost as much as it's caused good in this world. And I wanted to make this video to point out that creators deal with a lot more than people think. We have to hide in most situations our feelings or emotions because we get shut down or shit on for how we feel about something. I wanted to make this video because some of my closest friends who do YouTube and are anywhere between 200 subs to 100,000 are dealing with so much stress that some have even come to me talking about how they're considering suicide because of how much is being put on their shoulders, and I'm worried for them. To the people watching, know that the future of this website is in your hands. Who's on top and who's on bottom is decided by you watching. And who we see building our future is decided by that too. If you're a content creator, and I know I need to take my own advice here, but please take a break and know you don't need to push for an upload every day or week, as I know personally how much stress you guys are putting on yourselves, and I know what it does to you. I know. And I know this is about to sound like a whack-ass plug, but I want to talk about this more and discuss this, so please, I'm asking two things from the viewers and creators watching right now. Join the Discord. I'm going to link my personal server, and let's talk about this more in my server, as I want to discuss how content creators can try to better ourselves with these issues, and how we can try to lessen the stress a lot of us deal with. Secondly, if you watched all the way to right now, then share this video and please leave a like. It gets the algorithm's attention, and making this video branch to as many people as I can is what I want to make sure people could see this video so we could really deal with these types of issues more in depth on the platform. At that though, I'm going to end this video right now and say I hope you all have having a wonderful morning, night, or afternoon, and if any of you are dealing with stress or mental illnesses in any way, please talk to someone close to you. Get the help you need, and if you really need it, come talk to me. I'll see you guys all later, and thank you all again for watching. Bye bye.